Josie.
Okay. Great. Alright everyone, welcome to another video here at Justin's Fish Room. And you just saw basically my morning routine of waking everyone up. And I've got the BBS going. That's all ready to start dispensing out to all the fry. We've got two main tanks here full of black celestial line, blue blacks, and GBRs from my GBR line that I've been doing for ages. So we're going to go ahead and quickly give them some food. And I don't usually feed them this late in the morning. I just had some other stuff on this morning. So I kept the lights off just so they would go into a bit of a dormancy period for a bit longer and they didn't use up all the energy too quick. So let's go and get the day's routine done. Okay, so I've just taken all the BBS out of that hatchery and put it into this bag. And I swap this bag over every 2 days, and people don't realize that BBS can actually be refrigerated and it stays young and it stays alive for that period of time. So that's just a bit of a tip. If you find that you always have to keep hatching BBS every single day, you can actually refrigerate it for 48, probably 48 to 72 hours depending on the temperature. So yeah. Pretty good. So there's a tiny little spawn in here, which is from one of my newer pairs. It's actually from an F4 blue-black pair, and I'm actually quite happy with them. There's only probably about 40 babies in that spawn, but that's still 40 babies, so I'm gonna go ahead and give them some BBS. Alrighty, so as you saw when I was getting this stuff out, this is the discus food that I use. This is the magic food that the rams love. I breed all my fish on this, even my plecos, my L201 plecos. Whenever I feed them this consistently for a few days, the female gets so plump with eggs and lays eggs usually after about 3 weeks. So this stuff is amazing. I'm going to go ahead and feed this to the rams this morning. I don't feed it to them too regularly anymore due to university at the moment, but as soon as uni's done, which is after next week, they'll be getting this stuff all the time and frequent water changes every day. Okay, so this has slowly become a bit of a blue-black ram grow out, and I've got 3 different generations in this tank, which is kind of really cool. And there's one black celestial that I missed, just swimming up to my finger there. But yeah, so this tank is a bit of a grow out. It's also the home of my peppermint bristlenose pair, which has recently been successful. There's babies in there that you can't really see. And it's also the holding tank for my albino bristlenose fry. So let's go ahead and feed them some magic fish food, and everything in here eats it. So let's give it to them now. So just the updates on the EBRs. So the lighting's not great at the moment because of the fry containers, but they're actually looking really good and eating a heap. So I've managed to get them past that scary phase of when they don't eat. The male, who's actually weirdly enough very, very territorial of that one area, is looking really good. And not eating as much as the female, but so I'm working on him at the moment, but I'm trying to get him a lot fatter. So by giving him a lot tinier foods, which is what he eats the most of, and his colors have definitely gotten better and better and better. So let me zoom out a bit. So yeah, that's just a bit of an update on the EBRs. In terms of GBRs, we're always doing really well with them. So here you can see 3 of my really good looking males. There's other ones as well, but these guys have the females that are breeding at the moment, so you can see they're looking amazing. Alrighty, so today the GBRs are going to get a mix of their favorite wet food, which is obviously the discus food that you guys know so well, and the cichlid flakes that I use. So they'll come and eat all of this first, and I'll only give them a little bit just to make sure that they finish it. This is the tank with, I'd say, probably about 400 fry in it at the moment. It's just a grow out for these guys at the moment, but these guys get really finely smushed food. Gotta love the word smushed. But these guys will eat it, and as you can see, there's a mix of 2 different age groups in here. So there's the really young GBRs mixed with the same age Black Celestial line and Blue Black mixed, and they're going to teach the GBRs that were put in here yesterday how to eat this food. So yeah. Alrighty, so same deal down here, just really finely smushing this food. And in the preparation of this particular frozen food, I made sure that it was really, really blended well. But yeah, same story with the generations. Mixing generations to me is one of the key steps in getting these guys to eat adult food. It's just, in my experience, the thing that works. I've tried feeding a homogeneous age group of rams, so like all the same age, adult wet food for the first time, and they just looked at it and thought, well, what's that? So this is a tested and proven method to get your ram juveniles to eat food, adult food. So if I were you, I'd use it. This tank is just for the DN breeding pairs. I used to have some of the growouts for the rams in here, but not anymore. So now, as a supplement to the diet that I'm trying to get them on, I've got to, of course, give them some live BBS, so they just get some of that as well. And they finish that up quite quickly, actually. I don't know if you can see them eating it. No, okay, it's too blurry. Oh, there we go. So yeah, if you can see them eating it, they just love it. Obviously it's BBS, so it's their #1 favorite food, full of all sorts of good things. But the main part of BBS that's the best is the yolk, egg yolk, after they've just been freshly hatched. So let's do the next tank now. Okay, so now that they've pretty much finished all of their wet food, I'll just give them some flake, and I'll just put it under the water for them because I noticed that when it's just floating, they're actually not interested in it. And you know, typical cichlid behavior, if the food isn't on the floor or in the mid-water, you know, they won't eat it. Except for discus. Discus hate their food being on the floor, but that's besides the point. Alrighty, so if you come have a look, The next thing I'm going to feed my ram fry is this really fine fry dry food that I make. And this is actually to last them throughout the day without me needing to feed them. So I actually originally came up with this food as I was going to uni quite a lot, and they needed to scavenge for food while I was there. Because if you don't feed ram fry for about 3 hours in the first 2 weeks, in my experience, you lose quite a few of them. So this is literally a full-time job on top of my full-time degree. So I have to come up with inventive and intuitive ways to kind of safeguard my stock whilst I'm busy. So I'm just going to take a pinch of this, and you just swirl it through. And as you'll see, there's a lot of different size pellets, and that's great for all the different size fry. So if you have a look on the bottom, so that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to the bottom, and as you can see, they scavenge for it on the bottom, and it'll stay there the whole day. And by the time I get back from university in the evening, it'll all be gone, and then I can just redo it. So it's pretty good. And if you look at the back of the tank, you can see all the GBR fry. If you look just there, if it'll focus. I don't think it's going to focus. I need backdrops on these tanks, I think. Specifically for filming, that's all good. But there's GBR fry at the back, and they're actually eating all of the fine grade crushed dry food that's floating in the middle of the water surface, because they're looking at everyone else eating it, so they're deciding to eat it. So that's always a good sign. Alrighty, so this is my cherry shrimp tank, and it's a pretty cool tank because it's got a nanotank heater that keeps the temperature at about 25 degrees Celsius consistently. It's actually really good. It's in view of the light, the natural sunlight, and the plants in here do really, really well. So I was actually thinking of, once I get proper shrimp tanks, so proper nano tanks that have one big filter, and I get a bunch of different shrimp, I'm actually going to use this as a bit of an experiment to see if I can breed maybe some Pistogramma species. I don't know yet. I feel like I'm going to have to do a lot of water changes on this tank just to maintain proper water parameters for them. But let me know in the comments down below if you guys think that's a good idea. We'll see how it goes. Alrighty everyone, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's kind of just showing you exactly, well not exactly everything, but basically everything to do with fish that I have to do every morning, every afternoon and every evening, so 3 times a day. I'm about to take you to a clip of my original female, and unfortunately this morning she passed away, which is very, very unfortunate, and I'll explain it better in the footage that you'll see now. But I just wanted to take this time to say a huge thank you to everyone who has, got her fry from me, and helped me throughout this process to be able to do that. And she was a very nice female, and I hope you enjoy the next bit of footage. It's a little bit sad, but if you guys can get some tissues or something, it'll help. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well before I get into that footage, and leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys thought of this video. Give me some suggestions of videos that you want to see in the future. By next week I will be finished I will be finished all of my uni work, so I will have plenty of time to just relax finally, and go camping and whatever we're gonna do, but as well as make heaps of YouTube videos. So let me know what you guys want to see, and I will seriously consider it, and if I think I can do it, I will do it. So yeah, just let me know, and get the discussion going. If you have any questions, obviously just put them down below too. Alrighty, I'm going to show you the footage, and yeah. So some of you are probably wondering why I'm getting so caught over this fish, and I'm actually genuinely sad that this fish is going, and I know it's had a really good life here in my tank, but I guess it's just the end of an old chapter and the beginning of a new one. But I have so much to be grateful for this female GBR, and it took so long for me to find such a good quality pair of GBR, and not only were the pair of them good quality, but just the personalities of these fish was, and is still, not for long, but still amazing. And that's just reverberated through the offspring, I mean, I'm a strong believer that personality in fish is inherited, and I've seen it over and over again. This fish is a great-great-grandmother to the newest spawn, which is just in here. So she is just, legendary, and I'm going to dedicate this video today to her. So hope you enjoy the video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.